Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Bring back to throw is Gray. On 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play action. Mitchell. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Mitchell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Mitchell. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will stop right around the 25. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mitchell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 40. position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Gray. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Gray. And that's It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After getting this one across the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw on 2nd down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And outbounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
To pick up a 6.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Gray now. Off play action. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Gray. To the right side, complete to Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Gray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Gray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hochrichter set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Mitchell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll buy some time right. And the intercepted. That's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
To number 81.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play for the Saints on third down. And even 40 yards.
First down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mitchell. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now Gray, following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll bring this one back to the 29. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score is Saints 24, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right. All game.
It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle made by...
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The play leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mitchell going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 31, Colts 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw. Gray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Gray's pass.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 48-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Gray off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Trying to run down some clock with Camaro. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Jonathan Taylor at the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw. Gray. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run with Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 82 yards. yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
For the point after.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime. Maybe you'll find a better way to do it, but, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 40.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss at...